Good morning.
Morning.
Hello, everyone in the comic book community world. There's 8 of you already hanging out here. Good morning to you all.
Morning.
Nothing like waking up on a Saturday morning and reading some comics. Charlie's got some trade paperbacks here. I don't think Jennifer's in the chat yet, but I got up this morning and I started reading Ram V's These Savage Shores, which I've never read before, and this is kind of creepy cool. It's got a Philadelphia vibe. Maybe I'll talk a little bit about it later, but start off your morning with some comics? Like, come on. It doesn't get better than that. We got a DC heavy show today, so DC fans unite. Charlie's got 3 trade paperbacks here she's reading. And yes, Boy Who Had Said, or Burke says he approves of the Green Lantern stuff behind me. It was a big week for Green Lantern, and I will talk about Far Sector, and I will talk about the new Green Lantern series, and I'll probably talk about Swamp Thing. So I got a bunch of DC books to talk about. So yes, you are right, Burke. It was a good week for DC. But first off, we had Promiscuous Time Traveler in the chat first. We had Michael and Riley. Good morning to you. And yeah, thank goodness it's the weekend. We had moderator extraordinaire Biggie Shack, who dropped some banger books on The Hunt last night. I was in the Hunt chat all night last night, and that was a great show, Biggie. Huge books, brother. So congrats on the pickups, man. Hello, Rogue Trader. And Kate is here. We got Burning Block about 99. He is very close to being able to monetize his channel. He's trying to get his watch hours up. He only needs a few more. So definitely subscribe and check out Kate and his stuff.
You guys don't have to say John, Kate, and Charlie because Kate is not here.
Yeah, there's no Kate this morning. Kate is on a sleepover. She might pop into the chat on her with her friend. We'll see.
And if she does, we'll ban her out of the chat.
Possibly. Mr. Miracle Comics Dave, he gave some really cool sketch covers out to Discovery Bay. Amazing artwork. Huge congrats to you on that hard work. That Fantastic Four homage cover was amazing. Got Old Wolf. Hey, you click the notification bell and it'll always pop up on your feed somewhere. You'll be able to find it in your notifications. That's always a good tool. Brandon recovering from his hip surgery. Hope you're feeling well, man. He was doing a live stream last night. I couldn't believe it. Got the Boy Who Had 7 in the chat. Good to see you, Matt. I know you'd approve of some Green Lantern goodness here. Cookie's here. Just a little podcast. Good morning. And we got, I get everybody. Oop, chat jumping along here. Phil, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Green Lantern, where is it? Rogue Trader says, loved Green Lantern. John Stewart is my Green Lantern. And I will agree. I'm so glad they made him kind of the focus of this new Green Lantern series so far. I'm happy about that. Missing Link Station. What is up? Burke says he went to sleep at 9:30 his time. It's been a rough week at school recently. Grades due, yearbooks due, lots of events. Yeah, I totally understand, man. Totally understand. We're in those final months. That's a lot to do, man. Lots of things going on. Backseat driver, good morning. Good to see you. How's it going? And I think that's everybody for now. And if you want to see, Mr. Miracle made a really great drawing for me and the girls, but the one for me, it's in the background of my new series, Comic Community News. You can see a drawing by Mr. Miracle of me as the greatest American hero in the background. It's right next to a drawing that one of my students did of me that I really, really love. So I have them side by side in the background, hanging on the cork board. But good morning again to everybody. Hope your weekend is off to a great start. I had a great week of comics this week. Some really good books came out. Mark is here. The Legion is here. Good morning. And I know Mark's a big DC reader, and there were some great DC books this week. Some really good ones. In fact, if it weren't for one or two really great indies, probably DC would be all my favorite books this week. I mean, just I'm going to kick it off. I'm just going to dive right in with I think Far Sector is amazing, and this penultimate issue, this issue 11 of 12, second to last issue, was excellent and mind-blowingly powerful. Like really, really cool way to bring in real-world topics like voter restriction. The restricting of who is allowed to vote is a huge part of this. An election is happening. Like there's some really great political commentary kind of going on beneath this science fiction story about a murder and a mystery of who did it. It's a really fun read. I can't wait to buy the trade of this and read it all again, like start to finish in one big sit down. I've really, really enjoyed this. And I think Joe, Sojourner Truth, could be a really great character in Marvel, or DC, sorry, going forward. So I'm a big, big fan of that. And I'm going to be sad when there's just one issue, when it's all done next month. So sad, sad. This is how busy he's been. Burke's only read 2 books. We are back, Biggie, but we're just doing it once a month, right? We're just at the end of the month. We look back at the whole month of March, and we did a great show on Alex's channel. And we'll be on my channel at the end of April looking at all the new books for April. So it's just we're doing it as a once a month. It just works better with, White Whale can't get his books on Wednesdays. It's really complicated, and shipping has been a nightmare this last year. So it's just been easier to do a book club once a month and just look at the whole month and the best books of the month. So if you missed it, White Whale Comics channel on Wednesday night, we did a full breakdown of March, the best books, the not so good books. You got all of our usual hot take grouchiness, but some really fun talk. And Comics Misexplained joined us. It was a lot of fun. Roscoe is in the chat. Roscoe had great books last night on The Hunt as well. Really, really great stuff. Absolutely. Let's see here. It's a DC show. I know, right? It's a DC show. Legion, you should be excited, right? All pumped because Charlie's been reading some cool DC. Do you have a book you want to talk about first, Charlie? Super Sons Volume 3 from the Tomasi. I don't think there's any other run out there, but yeah, from Peter J. Tomasi. Boom. And you've read the first 2 volumes already, right? Oh, Sleepy. How you doing, Sleepy? So there are 4 total volumes, 1, 2, and 3, but then there's also one that goes in between 2 and 3. And I posted them on my Instagram recently because I finished buying them all for you girls. So what are you thinking of Parent Trap Volume 3?
I like it, but I like the first.
I can't hear you. Sorry, what?
I like it, but I like this one the most because
you liked Volume 3 the most because?
Like this
oh, because they both have dogs now.
Yeah, but the
Crypto.
thing is, so he has.
What's Damien's dog's name?
Bat dog.
What? Bad dog?
Bat dog.
Bat dog.
He has a bat cow too.
And a bat cow?
Yes.
A bat cow. That's hilarious.
Yeah. But I need to go to a page where it has all of the animals' names.
You've got all the animals. I've always loved Crypto. Is hilarious. I think Crypto is almost more entertaining than Superman in my mind.
Flexi the plastic bird.
Flexi?
Because you know
Flexi the plastic bird.
Guy
okay.
who's like from DC and he can stretch his neck really long.
Okay. You mean Elastic Man?
Yeah, that's his bird. Bat Hound.
The Bat Hound. That's
Clay Critter.
Clay Critter.
Crypto. Bat Cow and Streaky.
And they're talking to Detective Chimp. Detective Chimp, who is part of the Justice League Dark. That's pretty awesome. Perry is here. What's up, Perry?
To solve the crime of the missing dogs.
To solve the crime of the missing dogs? Oh, man. Yeah, so tell me, Charlie, what is great about Super Sons? What are you enjoying about it?
I like that you have the 2 people who you have the parents' kids, but the parents literally have a movie of them fighting. And of course they don't fight in the
You're talking about Batman versus Superman?
Yeah.
They have movies where they're fighting.
Yes. And then you have Damien and
Jonathan.
I was gonna say the name.
I'm sorry, I'm just helping.
Who always they're not like they always like bicker
Uh-huh.
and do silly things. Because you have one who's basically trained to be an assassin.
Right. Damien
But
trained to be the leader of the League of
assassins,
Shadows, right?
He trained like a bunch of people to be assassins that were like adults when he was like 5.
Right. Because his mom and his grandfather, right? Roz
Razo,
and Talia.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you have Jonathan, who's like a kind-hearted boy.
Yeah, because he's kind of like his dad, right? He's
Yeah.
kind of like Clark Kent.
He's nice, he's kind.
There's a little bit of Lois Lane in there too, right?
Yeah.
He likes a good mystery and he likes to get into trouble a little bit.
But he's always saying sorry. Well, Damien's like I remember there was one where a guy is walking his dog and he doesn't cross at the cross place. He crosses like just straight across all the taxis.
Uh-huh.
And you can see the different sides of them because Robin goes down and like starts yelling at him, saying, "Trespasser, how dare you!" And he's like holding him up by the shirt. And then Jonathan like pushes Damien away, carefully brings the guy across the street and says, "Cross at the corners next time, sir."
It kindly reminds him.
Yes.
I totally agree, Missing Link. I think Peter J. Tomasi is a really underappreciated writer, but shout out to him because on Wednesday, a brand new Super Sons issue is dropping. So you can dive into a brand new Super Sons story arc starting on Wednesday or Tuesday, technically. DC books come out Tuesday. So yeah, check out the comic community news I did this week because I do shout out Tomasi. I think I'm very excited that he's getting a chance to at least come back and do another story arc. So absolutely a masterful guy. And I have not read his Detective Comics run completely. I've read pieces of it. So I do need to get in on that for sure. Good shout outs, guys. I love it.
Oh, and in this one, Talia comes.
Yeah, I saw the back cover has mom. It says something like, the world's deadliest mom.
Strikes.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, so basically
So good.
She's there because she got assigned someone to assassin.
Oh, somebody she's got to kill?
Yeah, and Gotham. So she accepted. She has been declining almost all her assassins until she got one to go to Gotham.
Oh.
To go
so
to
that she could see Damien.
She wants to know what's going on with him. And she sees him going to school, and she's like, "Wow, Bruce, what are you doing to our son?" And Damien says at one point at the end of the issue, it's hard for me because whatever I do, either my father loses or my mother wins, or my mother loses and my father wins. And then Jonathan passes him on the back, says, "Well, that doesn't really matter because I think the only person who's winning is you."
Kate says, "Hey guys, my phone is going to die. Have a fantastic stream. Enjoy the comics. Sell Kate hi, you guys." Thanks. Hey, Kate, I appreciate you coming by, man. Much appreciated.
Kate,
I fully agree with this, Legion. I think that definitely Snyder needs a little breakaway for sure. I think it'd be awesome. And hey, there's Kate. She's in the chat. She's awake early on her sleepover, but she's in the chat. Nice to see you, Caters. How you doing? Charlie is killing this review, says Biggie. So who do you like better, Damien or Jonathan, or can you even make a pick? You can't choose? If you had to choose, you still wouldn't be able to pick one? Oh man, that's tricky.
Because they're better together than they are apart.
I think The Boy Who Had 7 did send, if not volume 1 and 2, like one or I want to say both, but yes, we got started in the Super Sons thing because of you, The Boy Who Had 7, for sure. Ooh, Team Jonathan. So we got Legion on Team Jonathan. Hey, we got KK in the chat. Good morning, KK. Let's see. Kate says, it's Kate. Good morning. We had Sharon from Life with Two YouTubers, who I got to hang out with on Thursday night talking fables. Awesome. Ooh, Burke is also Team Jonathan. Ooh. Surprising, no Team Damien's. I might be Team Damien on this one. I don't know. I think Damien is hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Can I read the ending part?
Yeah. I have not watched it yet, Burke. I haven't checked that out yet. Discovery Bay. So I was mentioning he did that unboxing yesterday, I believe, and had that amazing original art from Mr. Miracle. So if you haven't checked it out yet, that was really great, JB. It was I think it was at happy hour last night.
So
Riley is up. Good morning, Riley. How you doing? They've been dropping great content, just downright nerdy, and he is in 2 hours. He's going to be on with my man, No Good Comics. So you should definitely make sure you're ready for that.
There was my favorite part is at the end of the issue with his mother. So I'm going to quickly finish up that part.
Okay, good.
So they find that his mom are leaving because she found Damien because she wanted to recruit him to help her and to come back with her to the League of the Assassins and be the leader. But he declines in a way, and then she's waiting for him, and so she goes on a computer and searches out the person and leaves it open for him
on purpose.
And he finds out. He says, "Oh no!" And he says, and then Josh says, "What is it?" It's the person she's going to assassin. She's supposed to kill is your mother. She's trying to kill Lois Lane.
Oh man!
And
so Talia's there to kill the other mom. So mom against mom.
Yeah. So basically, she actually shoots the gun.
Exciting.
She shoots the gun, and Jonathan catches it. He flicks it away.
The bullet.
Yes. He's so fast. He flicks it.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Boyle says he loves them both, and if you had to choose, though, he's a Damien. He's choosing Damien. I thought I saw somebody else here, but I might have missed it. I'm sorry if I keep missing. Oh yeah, Missing Link says he's a Damien. So we got 2 Damiens. This is perfect. It's hard to pick, right? They're both phenomenal, and I hear very good things about the show. So I'll have to check it out at some point. I'm a big Smallville fan. I mean, that's really been the only CW show that I ever really loved. I've tried Green Arrow. I've tried The Flash. But it's always been Smallville was the only one I ever really loved. Bye, Caters. Have fun with your friend. I'll see you later.
Tell Nicole we said hi.
Yeah.
Okay. But at the end.
Oh, yeah. You loved this part. So do you want me to read it or do you want to read it? Okay. So Damien and Jonathan are talking at the end and Jonathan says.
So with all your training, can you teach me to use a sword?
Damien says.
No.
Jonathan says,
I was thinking I would look totally cool with a huge red and blue sword with a small S on the hilt.
Damien says,
absolutely not.
Jonathan says,
I'm serious. Think about it. Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Super Ninja Jedi Boy.
And Damien says,
tell you what. You teach me to fly and I'll teach you how to use a sword.
Jonathan says,
oh, come on. That's not fair.
I love it. So that's the page right there. They're walking down the alleyway talking. I love it. So good. Amazing. Legion says Superman and Lois is better than all of the Arrowverse. Ooh, there you go. Yeah, Kate's a teenager now, hanging out with her friends. There you go. Superman has 2 sons on the show. Yeah, there's a blonde and a dark-haired boy, right? There's 2 with different powers. Yeah, I heard a little something about it. Smallville was great, but once Lex left, I lost interest. That's fair. I never finished Smallville. I never got to, because I know they ended in Metropolis. I never got to Metropolis, so I didn't get that far with it. But I got several seasons. My wife and I watched it for at least 5 years.
You showed it to us.
Yes, we watched a few.
I loved it, but then Kate got really scared.
But I think you're older now. You might be able to get back into it. Yeah, you guys were enjoying it.
Yeah, I think she just got scared. The one we stopped on was the guy with the bugs.
Yeah, it was the 3rd episode or something.
Yeah, I mean, I could watch that one, but Kate could not.
Yeah.
We were halfway in and she was out and we stopped it once.
I think you'd enjoy it a ton, Matt. It's very it's a nice family kind of thing. I think they do a really good job of looking at the family relationships. I think it's really well cast. The actors from Lex and Lana and Clark and the parents, I think they just did a really great job on that show. But I did get pretty far. I liked Lana, Sharon, but
sorry, I have to eat this.
Yeah, Jennifer's not here yet, but you can eat it. Ooh, Mr. Miracle says Charlie is the best reviewer on YouTube. Oh, and it's perfect timing that Eric drops the super chat. Thank you very much. It is bagel time, and it's perfect because I built some new brandings today. I made some new ones this morning. Kate left. And Kate left. She's going to miss them. Let's start with this one right here. Thank you very much, Eric. Ready?
No!
That was so good. The laugh at the end. The laugh at the end is amazing. Oh my gosh, the laugh at the end. Ooh. Ooh, that laugh is so good. I'm dying.
I feel like I was still looking. Like
it was so good.
How to laugh.
How about this one? He gave. Let's do one. We'll do one more because these are so good. The power of laughter, right? It's so good. Oh my gosh. All right. Ooh. That laughter, I don't even know what that laugh was at the end. I just like died. Okay, here's oh, you'll like this one. This one has Kate here. No, well, now they know. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold back anymore. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Me at the end.
You cracked right in the face. Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh god. Oh my gosh. The slap in the face is like the best thing. For those of you that don't like, Frozen, you can get right to the end and then be like, wham. Stop singing Frozen.
Yeah, I remember we watched that video. And if you watch in the beginning, like we're all twirling, I just fall down.
Yeah, you twirl and fall like 10 times, and then Kate does it one time and just like smacks.
Yeah, in the real video, in the full video, we twirl many different times, and every time I fall, and the last time I'm actually doing it right, I get whapped in the face and fall.
All strands, what's up? That's why I did it in the vaulted garage room there, Matt. I was throwing her in the garage room. Yeah. I've been there. So thank you for that, Eric. I appreciate it, man. So I made 4 new ones.
Oh.
Good morning, Todd Christian. How's it going, man? So you just did Super Sons and I did Far Sector. Let's talk about another great DC book because issue number 2 of the Swamp Thing came out this week. I know Todd Christian is a Swamp Thing fan from what I remember. And I thought this was I like this one even better than issue 1. I know this is a complicated story, but I will say this, going back to the days of Alan Moore, Swamp Thing was always a challenging read with lots of things going on that you got to dive into. So the villain is brought in a big way in this issue. I thought this was really clever, great artwork. So the villain isn't really named, but he's this weird desert creature. So for those that don't know, Swamp Thing has this kind of gothic look to it. So it's kind of this zombie character in the desert. I'm trying to find a good shot of him. Let's see if I can find him here at the beginning. Yeah, so he's kind of wandering the desert at night. This guy with the glowing yellow eyes. Oh, there's one of them. You don't like him? You're like, ooh, he's a little creepy.
No, it's not. He's creepy, but he looks like the Grinch.
He looks like the Grinch a little bit. Let me see if I can find a good picture of him.
Oh, my voice.
Yeah, he's this guy. This guy for sure. Uh-oh, we got some super chats. We got to play more bumpers.
We got a lot of bumpers.
But a really cool look for a villain, and I thought they did a great job, but I'll talk about it in a second. All right, so we got Old Wolf here. He's like, I got to see these again. There's more. So let's try this one.
I really don't like when you're doing that.
But I'm the bad guy. I'm supposed to destroy everything.
But I won't do that. I just save people, and I make stuff for them.
I don't think that sounds very evil.
So at bedtime, Charlie used to want to only talk to Darth Vader, Lego Darth Vader. And so Lego Darth Vader would just like talk to her and tell her to be evil. And Charlie would try to explain like why he shouldn't be evil. And I have like 20-minute videos of just Charlie talking to Darth Vader. I would just sit there with my phone talking.
There's one, if the rest of that video is like me saying, I think you look really cool with pink power.
Yeah. So here's the other one for you, Tony, of Charlie talking to Darth Vader.
You have to make friends, and do you still know how to make friends?
I've never had any friends.
Well, you have robots.
You don't have friends, but you have robots? Robots are awesome.
That's Could we do the last one again?
We will in a second. Hello to Victor Olan. Thanks for coming by. CFAP. Hello to you, man. You guys are awesome. Oh my gosh. So this is those two are for Tony, but now we got Michael and Riley want more kid bumpers, so we can
It's Brian.
We'll play this one again.
Dad.
Hey. I don't even know what so your mom calls that your dolphin laugh. You used to do this dolphin laugh. It sounded like right? So funny. The dolphin laugh.
I gotta do the Elsa one again.
You want to see the Elsa slap in the face? Okay, one more time. It's so good. You just get clocked. Oh my gosh. Breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Oh my gosh. So hilarious.
Oh, Daddy, when they were all doing the super chats, the teacher said I had to dash into Kate's room to make sure he didn't do anything.
Oh, yeah. Stop him. Stop him. Don't let him in. Oh my gosh. So funny. So yeah, I was going through old videos and pulled out some nuggets this morning. Charlie talking to Darth Vader.
Yeah, when this is over, I don't want to see that video again.
You want to watch all of you talking to Darth Vader? Just minutes and minutes of talking to Darth Vader.
Yep.
Absolutely. No, hey, thank you, Michael and Riley. That was very kind of you. We appreciate that, man. So I ran in so he could see. Oh, she went to go get him so he could see.
Make sure he doesn't do any super chats still.
Hilarious. So anyways, I think fans of the Alan Moore Swamp Thing will really dig this because it's definitely got similar vibes, but it's a whole new character, a whole new story. And if you can just sort of like let the gothic vibes kind of wash over you, I think it's a really interesting read. It's a very different form. And there's a lot of like dream sequences, and I'll tell you the creation of this like desert tree, really wild, man. I'm just digging it. So yeah, so this is a great read. So I mean, any normal week, and Swamp Thing and Far Sector would have been the best reads. Absolutely amazing. However, it was also the week that Origins came out, the final issue of Origins, and I will definitely talk about how this was the read of the week at some point. Because you'd think nothing would be able to beat Swamp Thing and Far Sector, but yeah, that was a better. It was just that, comparing really good books is not really fair, but I really truly did think that Origins finished. I got teary. I got weepy a little bit. I went full Boy Who Had Seven. I got a little weepy in the final issue of Origins. I thought it was really well handled. And hopefully Boom Studios releases that trade paperback soon and you can check that out. But they're usually about 6 months later. So We'll see. I see Rogue Trader loves the Swamp Thing. I see Todd Christian loves the Swamp Thing. And Victor Olin says, John, have you read Snake Eyes Dead Game, the limited series? I haven't read G.I. Joe since the original Marvel run. Like I read most, if not all, of the original G.I. Joe run. But I haven't read any G.I. Joe since then, except that they just started a new run about a year ago that Bueller came on and talked about because he hated the book so much. He came on book club with White Whale and I, and we just talked about how we hated it. Sorry, Matt, didn't mean to shots fired. But I feel you, man. I was right there. Jennifer's here. Bagel time. What is up, Jennifer? How are you doing?
It's okay. It's bagels on fire. If you make this part red.
Bagels on fire. Fiery bagels.
There's bagels on fire.
Did it just start up recently, Rogue Trader? When did that come out? Riley makes the dolphin laugh. Charlie has lost the ability to do it. It was really, really great. But now she just doesn't have it anymore.
Boo.
No shots fired. Proud of being emotional. Hey, better to be emotional than to be emotionless, right? Emotional better than emotionless.
Shots fired at Spock.
At Spock? Well, he's not real, so I don't need to worry about it, right? Don't need to worry about it. He's not real. And the actor's not even alive anymore. What?
Actually, he is.
Leonard Nimoy is
Spock.
Oh, the new Zachary Quinto is still alive. But there's only one Spock, and that's Leonard Nimoy. Liefeld is heavy into it. It's been really good. Okay.
Shots fired at Data.
I love Data, but he is also not Spock.
Is he alive?
Yes, Brent Spiner is still alive, as far as I know. Kate's back. Can you show another one? Oh, one for you. You want the one with you in it, Kate? I'll play the one with you in it. Yeah, this is the one with you, Kate. So good. Even when you know the slap is coming, you're just like, oh my gosh. Okay, one more dolphin laugh. Ready? There you go, Kate. Sharon, you didn't have to do that. And I'll play a Darth Vader for that. Victor Olin says Nimoy's voice in Transformers the movie. Yes. Nimoy's got a great voice. Absolutely amazing voice. All right, here. You want the Friends or which one do you want? Or the robots?
The Friends.
Okay. That's this one, I think. The robot one, right?
We have to make friends, and do you still know how to make friends?
I've never had any friends.
Well, you have robots.
We have robots. Robots are good. If you don't have friends, robots are good. Right?
Not bad.
Right? Robots are good. There's a robot right here above my head. There's a robot right there.
That's a bad robot.
That's a cursing robot, but it's still a robot. Robots are good.
John bought.
When we come back from the dolphin laugh, and John is making the same face. Yeah, I know. Yes. Did you see the no bearded John? The lack of bearded John. Chamorro, what is up? Good to see you, Chamorro.
The laugh was like,
oh. Yeah, so good. So good. Oh my gosh. Do you have another book you want to share, Charlie? I think I've been talking a storm here. So yeah, Swamp Thing, Far Sector, thumbs up. And Charlie's got another one to share. Shazam. New 52 Shazam.
Against Black
Which
Adam.
Johns and Frank had their new book drop this week, their new indie.
And it's very useful because you get the ending. And this is the guy from the last ending of the movie.
Oh, at the end of the film. Yeah, a lot. I hear that the movie took a lot of ideas from this book.
Yes.
Does it feel like that to you?
Because you see here, that's Dr. Savannah.
Okay.
There's no Black Adam. There's Mr. Mind.
Gotcha.
They definitely took a lot of ideas. They don't have Tawny
Okay.
in it, which I like Tawny.
Thanks, Grandmaster.
My favorite. They have like the same names for the family. They all look the same.
The super family.
Yeah.
All of his siblings, right?
Yeah, but
that get the superpowers.
That's what Freddy looks like.
Ah, he's got longer hair.
He's got blonde.
So there they are. Yeah. So if you've seen Shazam, the whole Shazam family, there they are. But instead of the other guy, they're fighting Black Adam.
Yeah,
is what you're saying?
Dr. Savannah is in this book.
He's at the very end.
He's in the beginning too.
You know, they're making a Black Adam movie with The Rock.
Who's playing Black Adam?
The Rock from Jungle. What's it? What's it called?
Jumanji.
Jumanji. Welcome to the Jungle.
Jungle. Welcome to Jumanji.
Jungle. Welcome to Jumanji.
Okay, he's in the beginning.
A new anime. Oh, thank you, Victor. I appreciate that. I'm an anime noob. I haven't watched a lot of anime.
That's definitely true.
So, what did you think of this book, Shazam?
It's good. I like it.
Yeah. Did it remind you of the movie a lot?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think if people liked the movie, they could read this one? Would they be confused about anything?
Probably not. But I wish they had added Tawny.
Who's Tawny?
So there's only one picture that Billy has of his family, and it's of his mom and his dad at the zoo,
Right.
where he lost his parents.
Right.
They're standing in front of a tiger, and the tiger's name is Tawny.
Okay.
And
That's in the comic.
Billy considers Tawny his friend, his part of his family, because he was in the family picture.
Gotcha.
So he always goes, he sneaks out at night, and Freddy follows him. And that you can see he says right there.
He's talking to Tawny.
Yeah, he says something like, "You're the only family. You're the closest thing I have to family."
Huh. Interesting.
And then there's Dr. Siviana.
Right.
So they find something, and he actually has to.
They find that secret
eyes.
vault, right? That
Yeah.
energy that
And
gets
then-
into his eye.
Well, it gets
He's
into
the
his
bad
eye.
guy from the movie,
Yes,
right?
It gets
Yeah.
into his eye, but since he's a human, it like hurts him. He's not strong enough to hold it.
Gotcha.
But then he does a few things, and then he opens.
He releases Black
Black
Adam.
Adam.
Gotcha. There you go, Black Adam.
And Black Adam is very angry because the person who captured him is the wizard. And
The wizard who's given his power to Billy, right?
Mhm.
Because we get to see Billy go through the same thing as last time, right? Where he jumps on the subway, and then the subway car starts to change around, and all of a sudden he's in the temple, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Question for Charlie. My grandson is 8. Would you recommend Star Wars Adventures or possibly a superhero book for him and his brothers?
Super Sons.
You think they would like Super Sons? An 8-year-old? 2 boys, Super Sons. I get it, for sure.
Yeah, I think.
Have you read Star Wars Adventures?
I think I have.
You think so?
I vaguely remember it,
Vaguely. I don't know that I remember it.
but I definitely think Super Sons. You guys, they would probably love Super Sons.
Well, let's play this one. What do you say?
I really don't like when you're doing that.
But I'm the bad guy. I'm supposed to destroy everything.
But I don't do that. I just save people. And I make stuff for them.
I don't think that sounds very evil.
I make faces when I listen to it. And let's play a classic for you, Rogue Trader. Which one do you want, Charlie? This one?
Mom called the doctor. The doctor said, "No more monkeys being on the bed."
I'm just making the faces. What is up, Soul Brother? How you doing? Happy Saturday, man. Yeah, we made it. We made it to the weekend.
Woo!
You're welcome, man. Todd Christian says he likes the Jeff Johns version of Shazam. It was fun, but it seemed like Johns lost interest in the actual monthly book, which came out after the trade. Yeah, this is the only one I've read. So anything that came after this, I didn't actually read. But this was a fun, solid book. And I've read obviously his his Green Lantern stuff. That's one of the Green Lanterns that he did, and I really enjoyed. Obviously, it's an iconic run. His Green Lantern run is way up there. I'm sure the boy who had 7 is going right now. He's going, yeah, pump, fist pump, yeah.
What happened to Thanatos?
Thanatos, he's still around. He just doesn't make a lot of YouTube anymore. He got a new dog. Yeah, he got a new dog. He's been posting pictures of it on Instagram. If you guys don't know Thanatos, Matt from Instagram and YouTube.
Because did he like Green Lantern?
He is a massive Green Lantern fan. Huge Green Lantern fan. Yeah, definitely. Biggest Green Lantern fan probably that I know. I mean, I know TJ's a big fan and the boy at 7's a big fan. Look, there he is. I told you, boy at 7. He's listening while he's organizing books and stuff. He's listening. Sam's Tangled Web. How you doing, Sammy? Hey, Sam, did you see that there's a new Spider-Man book by Chip Zdarsky coming next week? Something just thinking about you, man. Thinking about you. Ooh, and looks like Brandon's also John's Green Lantern fan. Gore Vidal.
What?
Green hearts. Can you click on Gore's comment? Gore says, good morning, Green Lantern theme. Looking for Neil Gaiman's Green Lantern Superman Legends of the Green Flame. Never heard of that. Hal Jordan is having an existential crisis and asks Clark Kent for advice. Ooh, I've never read that. I will have to keep an eye out for that. Thank you very much, sir. And hello to Fuchsia. Thank you for coming by. There were several Green Lantern books this week, new issues of, and a brand new story arc for Green Lantern came out this week. As I didn't really love cover B, and I didn't really love cover A, but I wasn't going to drop the money for that 1 in 25 Malieve cover. So I just got a cover A for this story, which has Teen Lantern, who has a lantern glove. I thought this was a solid start, not an amazing read, but a solid start to a good Green Lantern story. And again, anytime they got John Stewart, and they are hinting that Joe from Far Sector might show up in this story arc. So I'm kind of all in on that. So yeah, it was a good start. It was a good first issue. Not a great one, especially compared to Far Sector, which is just blowing away anything that is Green Lantern related right now. So yeah, very, very exciting for that. Yeah, there it is. Kirk is my man. And you know what? Let me drop the link in the chat real quick. Let's see here. Let's see if it still works. There you go. That is a link later tomorrow. I think in tomorrow evening, the Fresh Princess, and that's her YouTube channel I just dropped the link for, is going to do a Far Sector discussion. And Stay Puff, Sean, homie to the channel and the YouTube community, he's going to be on there talking about Far Sector. So if you want to know more about Far Sector, or if you're a fan like Kirk and I, you want to subscribe to the Fresh Princess, because they're going to be breaking it down and talking it up. And I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. I'm not sure. I can't remember what time. I think it's tomorrow evening in that 4 o'clock range, my time. But I'm not. I'm not certain. I'm sorry if I can't remember the exact time. Hello, Sleepy Reader. Good morning to you. Oh, you're already subbed. Look at Kirk. See, Kirk knows what's up. He knows what's going on. So how you doing? How's that bagel? Yeah. We got more time without sister, right? We're not sharing as many books. What do you click? The Fresh Princess of Bel-Air, right? What are you doing? You got to go to branding, my dear. What are you doing? Oh, you want to talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier already? You're ready for Falcon and the Winter Soldier talk? You sure? All right, so we're going to dive into a little Falcon and the Winter Soldier talk. I'm sorry for those of you that are like, oh, I don't want any spoilers. I got to get out of here. That's why we put the banner up, and I spent a little time vamping before we roll into it. I will say, though, non-spoilery, it was a really good episode. It might have been my favorite episode they've done, was this newest one. I think it might have been their best episode. Really, really good stuff. What did you think? You forgot how it ended? I will say that it ended bloody.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I haven't watched since episode 1, so I'm going to mute you. No worries, Matt. I will take the banner down when we're done. So that's just, I try to keep it only up when we're talking about it. Yes, Roscoe, it was an insane, insane episode. Absolutely incredible. Bye, Sharon. Thank you for coming by.
Sharon's leaving.
Yep, she's heading out. So, spoilers now for The Winter Soldier. Last night, we watched it without Kate. Sorry, Kate. She was on her sleep, but we're going to still watch anyways. The episode had to do with 2 teams, right? We had Winter Soldier, Falcon, and Zemo. And then we have the new Captain America and his partner. And they are all trying to...
Hoskins.
Is that his last name? Hoskins? They're trying to find these terrorists, this revolutionary group. They found them, and some super soldier battling went down. But that was not even my favorite parts. I loved seeing the discussions that went on. Seeing the new Cap talk to his partner about the decision to take the serum or not take the serum was very interesting. And the debate around the super soldier serum and what it does to people, I thought it was really, really interesting. And they did a great job handling what the serum does. I remember in the original Captain America movie, the Dr. Erskine says the serum just takes what you've already got and amplifies it. So evil becomes worse. Good becomes great.
Captain America was good.
So Steve Rogers became even better. Red Skull became evil, pure evil.
And we're not really sure.
So it just amplifies.
And we're not really sure if Carly, because we've seen her that she's good and bad. Because you see
Yeah, because clearly Carly's killed people. She's not pure one or the other. She's definitely in the middle there somewhere. And, if Red Skull and Captain America, Steve Rogers, are on the either end, clearly we've got characters who are more in the middle, right? Yeah. They aren't evil like Red Skull, but they're certainly not Steve Rogers.
When she killed Hoskins, she took off her mask and was like, so you could see she didn't mean to do that. She did not want him to die.
Yeah, so spoiler, when they're in their fight, and of course this new Captain America can't let it go, and they're in this big battle, and Carly hits maybe a little too hard and kills Cap's partner, which I can't remember what his code name is. What does he go by though? He's got a
Lamar.
Name. Yeah, but that's his real name? What's his superhero name? He had a name. Somebody in the chat will remember. I can't remember what it was. So she kills him. And because John Walker had taken the super soldier serum, when he lost control and got really mad, Battlestar, there it is.
Yeah.
Roscoe. And Mr. Miracle too. You guys are on it.
Berserk.
He goes berserk.
He chases after Carly disappears.
Yeah.
And he chases after one of her
cronies,
gang members and says, "Where is she?" And he says, "I don't know. It wasn't me."
Yeah.
And then he takes his shield and goes.
He kills the guy while everybody is out in the street recording it.
Like
that shot at the end of him holding the shield and the blood dripping off of it is like, whoa.
That's not a Cap move.
That was powerful. And wow.
You know something's wrong when you see him, like, because he hasn't shaved, so that's a sign. And when you get really big close-ups, there's I don't know what it is, but with his eyes, to me,
John Walker,
he looks like he's having he's like obsessed with finding Carly.
I think he's obsessed with proving himself.
Yes.
You know, and I think I agree with Kirk, who says his PTSD or his battle stress
was amplified.
Right? His anxiety, his fears, everything, right? Victor, I think Kirk is with you on that. Definitely wants some Wonder Man. I would be pumped on it. I think they'd be doing something pretty cool with it. So I'd be excited about that. Poppop is here. What is up? How you doing? You're hiding from him now?
No, I was stretching.
I'm gonna show Pop. He would be happy to see some pictures of you. So let me do this.
bad.
We have some new videos for you, Poppop. So here's one for
Oh
you.
my god, no.
Hey. So that's for Poppop and Grandma, and here's one more with little Kate.
No.
Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold back anymore. The cold never bothered me anyway.
So those are for you, Poppop.
Can we do the robot?
No. It's too good.
Okay.
Yes, you got Beardless John. Okay, Mr. Miracle says, I think DC would have a problem with Wonder Man. Too close to Wonder Woman. He might show up, but doubtful. That's, maybe they just call him Simon Williams. They might just call him Simon Williams and not name him right away. Kind of like they are doing with Scarlet Witch, right? She was just Wanda for a really, really long time. The laugh, right? Yeah, the hand motions, right? Let it go. There's a lot of hand motions there.
Because remember, she makes the stairs.
Yes.
So you're doing ice powers.
You were, but it was hilarious. Just hilarious. So good.
We did another show like that where we would do plays, and we did one of Beauty and the Beast.
Mm.
And Kate would play Belle, and I would play everything else.
Right.
I was the little. We only did it with the songs though.
One more time we got to finish Winter Soldier here.
Yes.
Zemo. What did you think about Zemo in this episode? Because
I feel like he's doing the same thing he did in Civil War.
Which is?
He's making them fight.
He's trying to manipulate them.
He knows that they hate each other. So he knows that he's the one right in between them. So if he goes, it's going to irritate the Wakanda people. It's going to irritate John.
So we got the Wakandans, we got our heroes, and we got the U.S. government people all fighting because of him.
When Bucky isn't there, Zemo's talking to Falcon he wants him to be angry at Bucky.
Right.
So he's trying to get Falcon a little angry because I think Falcon is going to be the hardest to get angry.
Right.
Because Bucky gets angry easily, but Falcon is the one who calms him down.
Right.
So he knows that if he can anger Sam, get Sam angry at Bucky, then there's no one to calm Bucky down.
Interesting.
And he can get Bucky to go berserk, go against John Walker, fight Civil War 2.0.
I loved the bit when he tricks them all, gets out of the handcuffs, and goes around downstairs to where she's escaping. He shoots her, but then he finds all the super soldier serum, and it's he's obsessed. He lets her get away because he's got to smash every single vial of super soldier serum, right? I loved it. He's stomp, stomp, stomp. He's no more super soldiers, no more superheroes.
Except for one.
No, he doesn't want any.
No, but he leaves one.
He does get stopped by Captain America, who hits him with the shield, right? Before he can destroy the vial that John Walker steals and uses.
But the weird thing is, John realizes when he sees the Wakanda people that they fought them and won, and they didn't even have super serum. And I feel one of the reasons I hate John Walker's character is because in that scene, he seems not only amazed that they could do that, but also that they were women and they could do that. And I did not like that about him. Yeah,
I think he's unwilling to understand that if he doesn't have what he needs on his own, then, it's not worth having.
Yeah.
Right? So it's an interesting. I did feel bad for him in this episode. Like I liked him a little more as a character in this episode, even though you see him make the bad decisions. You can see he's doing it for the right reasons, but he's making all the wrong choices. Right? What is it? What is it that Iron Man says? No, in Homecoming, Iron Man says, "If you're nothing without the suit,
you shouldn't have it.
You shouldn't have it." Right? And that's exactly what I think John Walker needs to hear.
Because he feels like if he doesn't have the suit, he's nothing.
He feels like if he doesn't have the super soldier serum,
he's nothing.
He's nothing. That he needs that, is what he thinks.
Yeah. And, now Bucky didn't see it.
Right.
But Falcon did when he bent the pipe.
The bar. Yeah, that pipe.
And now Sam's like,
oh, man. He just realizes,
wait, what?
This is taking a whole nother layer, right?
Yep. And now you have John Walker, who's like obsessed with killing Carly.
Right.
And you have Sam, who's like, no, we can't kill her.
But what's going to happen, right? Because next episode is going to start right there with all these people posting on social media, Captain America just killed this guy.
And, they can say he was an assassin. And they had to kill him.
Well, yeah. Does the U.S. government try to spin it and say, no, he was doing his job?
Or do they just get him out of it?
Or do they try to cover it up and act like it didn't happen?
I have a feeling they're going to do something really bad, like maybe fire do John Walker. And then John Walker's not only going to be angry at Carly, he's going to be angry at the government. And with the super soldier serum, there's
could be
a million things he could do.
Yeah.
And that's yikes.
It's a good way to say it. That is yikes.
And then he's going to blame it on maybe Falcon and Winter Soldier, and he might go after them too.
Now we're at the midway point. How do you see the show ending? What do you think? What do you think is going to happen at the end?
Bucky and Winter Soldier.
You got to sit up. Nobody can see you.
Bucky and Winter Soldier still being alive.
So Bucky and Winter Soldier, nobody's going to die.
Nobody's going to die. I have a feeling Zemo might die.
You think Zemo's going to die?
Well, maybe not die, but we haven't seen him since he escaped through the sewers.
Yeah, he got away. He escaped everybody, right?
Yeah, which I think was personally part of his plan. And
It's certainly part of his plan.
I think his butler, I think his butler's going to, of course, get him out of there, get him away. But then
Robert, what's up, man?
I feel like they're gonna end up not only fighting Carly, but also fighting John.
Yeah, they're going to have to defeat.
They're
going to have to defeat John Walker. I think that's going to be the big battle at the end. But there's clearly a group of people manipulating all of them in the background.
Yes.
I feel like there's a villain that we haven't seen yet.
There's the power broker that we still have to meet.
The power broker, sure.
But
maybe they're saving that for something else later in another movie or something.
Yeah, but they also might reveal who they are.
They might.
And we still have to find out, why was Sharon there and who killed Kelsey?
Yeah.
I don't remember if that was her name.
Mr. Miracle says they're going to set up the Wakanda show and Black Panther 2 somewhere in this story, which would be cool. I mean, seeing the Dora Milaje, it was pretty awesome. Those ladies were fighting in a really cool style. I was digging the way they were fighting.
That was the non-cheap fighting. You felt like the first.
Yes, the fight sequences were way better in this episode.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Dad felt in the episode with the cars fighting in the cars was very cheap. His opinion.
Yes, he is U.S. agent, but for right now in the comics, he's the new Captain America. In the movie, I mean, the show, he's the new Captain America. Yeah. So who do you think will end up being Captain America at the end? Who gets the shield after the show is done?
I think the whole point of the show is Falcon realizing he's the only person who's supposed to hold the shield. Yeah. And it's either going to be him or Bucky.
Well, sure.
But I think it's going to be Falcon because Bucky doesn't want it.
What's up, Desired Comics? I totally agree. And this was Charlie's theory from last time, is that Sharon is the power broker. That's her comment.
Mostly because she knew everything. And
she knows a lot. She definitely knows a lot.
No one has seen them.
Yep.
It's very suspicious. It's why was she there? She's been on the run. And I have a feeling she didn't want when Falcon was saying he can get her name cleared, she was acting like she didn't want it, and I think that's because if she's cleared, they'll recognize her.
Maybe. What's up, Bob? Everything Comics is here.
And when they destroyed the serum, she instantly called someone and said, "We have a problem." I think either she's the power broker or she is in cahoots with power broker.
Good morning, Bob.
Old word. No one really says in cahoots anymore.
In cahoots. Nobody.
All
right, we will end the Falcon and Winter Soldier talk here. The boy who had 7 can come back because I want to mention one more indie book and then tell you what I'm doing tonight and then bounce out. But you guys can certainly keep talking about stuff in the chat there. Lots of good indies this week. I did enjoy Hollow Heart issue 2. I know it's not for everybody, but the book that I think is the read of the week for me is the final issue of Origins.
Can I see the picture?
I really, really do enjoy this story. It was a 6-issue limited series, and it's just been a great, great read. So the last issue was a wild ride. I think they did a great job of ending the big, exciting drama, but then also doing this kind of fun look ahead where like time passes. And it was a really good ending that wrapped things up nicely. I think it reminded me a ton of things like Descender or Battlestar Galactica. Really great science fiction android kind of stories. But this was beautiful. And if you get a chance to go to your shop and find, there's only 6 issues, 1 through 6. And if you get a chance to find it in your shop, I highly recommend it. I think my shop had 2 through 6 on their shelf. And I might just go and see if I can get them for a deal and just get another set. And then I just need issue number 1. And then I can, have a spare to give away or something. I don't know. But I thought it was a really great read and one of the best books of the year so far. Although they really, January, February, March, April. So they only published 4 issues this month, 2 of them last year. Sorry. But I agree. Roscoe, I think it's totally up there with We Live. I might even like it more just because it's got an ending. It's a full story, never has to worry about a sequel or anything. We Live set up a whole new story, which was cool, and I'm excited for that. But Origins finishes, and it wraps it up really, really well. And I like a good ending. You don't get a bunch of great endings in comics because they usually want to keep spinning it off. This had a really good ending. So that might push it up above We Live for now. Oh, that's a bummer, Bob. I'll have to see if I can. I don't know what they're going for on eBay. I don't often like to buy through eBay, but if they've got them for a reasonable price, it's not a spec book. Nobody's like running around telling you buy this comic because it's going to go up in value or something. I think it's just a very entertaining read and very, very clever. It's called Origins. It's from Boom Studios. Just a 6-issue miniseries. The writer's name is Chapman. Really, really entertaining. So I definitely recommend it if you like good indie science fiction, robots and aliens, apocalyptic future kind of stuff. Definitely primo and worth the time. Oh, Charlie's going to type it in for you in the chat. You can just push enter. That's fine. Oh, you're putting an emoji. She's putting an emoji. Gore Vidal says, entering an era similar to the 30s when comic strips like Flash Gordon and the Phantom inspired Saturday morning serials. That's kind of cool. That would be exciting. Kirk says, it was really good. The concept was very unique and the art was awesome. Yeah, very original style, and I really dig it. So yeah, something worth checking out. And that is it. We're gonna bounce out of here
and watch some new videos.
And maybe watch some videos. For all of you tonight, I am hosting Drinks and Movies. We are back for another show, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 o'clock Pacific. And we are looking at all the movies that have ever won Best Picture Oscars at the Academy Awards. So it's a small list, but it's a very prestigious list. Some all-time great movies, whether you're a Godfather fan or maybe whether you're an Unforgiven Clint Eastwood fan.
Lawrence of Arabia.
There are some all-time great movies on that list, and Bearded Comic Bro and I, at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific tonight, we're going to be breaking down our favorite movies that have ever won Best Picture. Not nominees, just the winners. And it should be a fun discussion of why one movie is better than another, or why the Oscars aren't necessarily the arbiter of what is great in movies, because a lot of the movies you love and remember fondly probably did not win Best Picture. And in that way, it's clearly a popularity contest and not necessarily the best decider of what is the greatest movie of the year.
Definitely true.
You're going to type a little note here? Okay, we're going to watch Charlie type a little note. I'm going to play with her hair a little bit.
It's me.
So yeah, that is 8 o'clock Pacific tonight on my YouTube channel. We got Bearded Comic Bro and I, and we'll talk Oscar, who will win? And then in 2 weeks from tonight, we're going to look at this year's winners of nominees for Best Picture and look to see if there's any great gems in the nominees for this year. Okay, Charlie, you've gotten out of control. Just push enter. Thank you. My goodness. Okay, thank you. Wow. Showing some old stuff, having a special guest tonight, old school books. Ooh, very exciting. Robert Galvin. Thank you, man. Not surprised Charlie has seen Lawrence of Arabia. Again, John, your kids are way ahead. She's seen half of it. We're going to watch the second half today. I paused at the intermission, and we did some other stuff, and then now she's got to finish the other half. But yes, she's well on her way. Thank you, though, for the compliment.
And then we also have to watch some of the videos and
I couldn't understand. Smallville? Well, we'll see if we get to that.
We'll see.
Thanks, Matt. It's nice seeing you in the chat, my man. Everybody
I missed you.
Have a great Saturday, everybody, and I'll hopefully see a bunch of you tonight.